Welcome back to Twisted Faith, where we delve into the mysterious and the macabre, uncovering the chilling tales and haunted histories that lurk in the shadows. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and chilling world of South Carolina's most eerie destinations. South Carolina, situated in the southeastern United States, is known for its rich history and southern charm. But beneath its picturesque facade lies an eerie side, filled with supernatural tales and whispers of the past. The state's rich history, marked by the Revolutionary and Civil Wars, has left behind an atmosphere thick with mystery, where ghostly encounters and unexplained phenomena are part of its haunting allure. Join us on this spine-chilling journey through the Palmetto State as we explore the top creepy places in South Carolina. Before we enter the realm of the unknown, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out as we uncover the mysteries of creepy places. Remember to like, share, and comment below with your own tales of the supernatural. Number 5. Rose Hill Plantation. Built in 1827 by the prominent Gist family, Rose Hill Plantation stands as a testament to antebellum architecture and Southern history. Nestled in Union County, this sprawling estate witnessed the lives, loves, and losses of the Gist family, including William Henry Gist, the 68th governor of South Carolina. His role in leading the state into secession added a dramatic chapter to the plantation's story, making it a significant historical landmark. Rose Hill was more than just a residence. It was a bustling plantation primarily focused on cotton cultivation. At its peak, the plantation had 178 enslaved individuals working the fields and maintaining the property. Alongside cotton, the plantation also grew corn, oats, and other subsistence crops, ensuring a self-sustaining estate that thrived in the pre-Civil War economy. Yet, it's not just the history that draws visitors to Rose Hill Plantation. It's the whispers of the past that seem to linger in the air. Over the years, several Gist family members were buried on the property, their graves serving as silent sentinels to the plantation's storied past. It is said that their spirits still roam the grounds, offering more than just a glimpse into history. Visitors and staff have reported numerous encounters with the unexplained. Apparitions of family members who once lived at Rose Hill have been sighted, their spectral forms drifting through the living quarters and the surrounding grounds. One of the most commonly reported sightings is of a woman in period clothing, believed to be one of the Gist family members, who appears in the main house and around the plantation. In addition to visual apparitions, there are also accounts of unsettling experiences. Some visitors have felt an unseen presence while exploring the property, a feeling as though they are being watched. Others have reported hearing faint whispers and inexplicable sounds, adding to the eerie atmosphere that envelops the plantation. The history of Rose Hill is not only etched in its walls, but also in the ground it stands on. The family cemetery, where many of the Gist family members are buried, is a focal point for these ghostly tales. It's here that the sense of lingering spirits is most palpable, as if the past refuses to let go of its hold on the present. Today, Rose Hill Plantation operates as a state historic site, offering a variety of activities and tours that provide a glimpse into life on a 19th century Southern plantation. These tours often focus on the daily lives of the people who lived and worked there, including the enslaved individuals who were integral to the plantation's operation. The combination of historical significance and supernatural lore makes Rose Hill Plantation a captivating destination for history buffs and paranormal enthusiasts alike. Number 4. Crybaby Bridge. Across the United States, crybaby bridges are infamous for their chilling legends. One of the most haunted is on High Shoals Road in Anderson, South Carolina. This eerie truss bridge, built between 1915 and 1930 in Virginia, has a dark history. During its construction, a worker tragically fell to his death just 13 days after his daughter, Maya, was born. Legend has it that at sunset, passers-by could hear the man's anguished screams, calling out for his daughter. The already haunted bridge was moved to Charleston, where it remained until 1952. Its unsettling reputation persisted. Drivers refused to cross it, joggers avoided it, and even dogs sensed something sinister and stayed away. In 1952, the bridge was relocated to Anderson. Ghostly tales swirled around it, but one story stands out. In September of 1954, a local farm girl gave birth to her first baby. Just 2 days later, her mother died in a farming accident. Overcome with grief, the young mother drove to High Shoals Road on October 30th, carried her crying newborn halfway across the bridge, and threw her into the water below. Weeks later, she was found hanging from the rafters in her tiny home, a victim of her own despair. Locals report seeing a young woman hanging over the side of the bridge at night, soothing her unseen baby. If you stop near the bridge after dark, the grieving mother might appear at your window, screaming about the loss of her child. Those who dare to linger often experience car trouble, engines refusing to start, and headlights mysteriously burning out. Whether you encounter the tormented spirit or not, Crybaby Bridge remains a place of dread and sorrow, its tragic past echoing through the nights. Number 3. Oakwood Cemetery, Hell's Gate. Oakwood Cemetery, located in Spartanburg, South Carolina, holds a significant place in local history and folklore. Established in 1883, this 20-acre cemetery is the final resting place for many of the city's prominent residents, including politicians, judges, and community leaders. Its serene landscape belies a darker side that has earned it the chilling moniker of Hell's Gate. As you venture deep into Oakwood Cemetery, the sense of foreboding intensifies. The old part of the cemetery, known as Potter's Field, holds the remains of those who were prisoners, wards of the state, or simply too poor for a proper burial. In 1914, over 100 graves were relocated to Oakwood from another part of town to make way for development, a disruption that some believe has contributed to the area's unsettling atmosphere. Visitors to this section often report their cell phones inexplicably dying, feelings of nausea, and an overwhelming sense of dread. Paranormal phenomena are common. Apparitions, disembodied screams, and mysterious orbs of light are frequently witnessed. These experiences have led many to believe that Oakwood Cemetery is indeed a gateway to something far more sinister. The cemetery's reputation for the macabre is further compounded by its history of satanic rituals. For decades, Hell's Gate has been rumored to be a site for these dark practices, adding to the aura of malevolence. In 2012, a particularly disturbing incident occurred when the cemetery's caretaker discovered that a grave had been desecrated. The concrete vault was broken into, and the casket was pried open. The vandals removed the head of the corpse, only to return it a month later as if nothing had happened. This unsettling incident only added to the cemetery's dark lore. The combination of disturbed graves, Potter's Field burials, and tales of satanic rituals has cemented Oakwood Cemetery's status as one of South Carolina's most haunted locations. Despite its transformation into a peaceful resting place, the haunted legacy of Oakwood Cemetery remains a compelling chapter in Spartanburg's history. The stories of restless spirits and eerie encounters continue to draw both paranormal enthusiasts and curious visitors alike. Number 2. The Old Exchange and Provost Dungeon. One of Charleston's most historic and haunted buildings, the Old Exchange and Provost Dungeon was completed in 1771. This site has witnessed pivotal events, particularly during the Revolutionary War, and remains a hotspot for paranormal activity. Originally serving as the customs house for the bustling port city, the Old Exchange was central to Charleston's business. Its basement, main floor for commerce, and a grand second-floor hall hosted special events. Charleston's involvement in the slave trade meant that auctions were frequently held within the building and just outside its north side. In 1773, the Old Exchange was a hub for protests against British taxation on tea, with hundreds of chests stored in its basement. The following year, South Carolina representatives elected delegates to attend the First Continental Congress here. On August 5, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was read to an eager crowd from the steps of this building. During the 1780 siege of Charleston, General William Moultrie moved thousands of pounds of gunpowder to the basement of the Old Exchange and sealed it behind a brick wall for safekeeping. When the British occupied the building, they transformed the basement into the Provost Dungeon, imprisoning American patriots, criminals, and even British soldiers. While some American patriots were held here, most ended up on prison ships in Charleston Harbor, where approximately 800 died of disease. Among the famous prisoners were 3 signers of the Declaration of Independence and the patriot Isaac Hayne. After entering British lines to obtain medicine for his family during a smallpox outbreak, Hayne was forced to sign an oath of allegiance to the British Crown. Later, after rejoining the Patriot militia, he was captured, imprisoned in the Old Exchange, and executed for espionage without a trial. His death on August 4, 1781, outraged the Patriots and inspired many to join the cause. When the Americans reclaimed Charleston in 1782, they discovered the hidden gunpowder. The British never knew it was there. After the war, the old exchange saw the ratification of the United States Constitution in 1788 and hosted President George Washington in 1791. The building served various functions throughout the 19th century, including as a post office, and was damaged during the Civil War but survived. In 1913, the South Carolina Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution took ownership of the old exchange, and it now operates as a museum highlighting Charleston's rich Revolutionary War history. Opened officially as a historical museum in 1981, it features exhibits on pirates and patriots, hinting at its haunted past. The Provost Dungeon's dark history of torture and imprisonment has left a palpable aura of fear. During Charleston's time as a walled city from 1680 to 1767, pirates like Stede Bonnet were held here until execution. Visitors today can see remnants of the original city walls and, if lucky, encounter ghostly presences. Terrifying cries, screams, and moans are commonly reported. Chains have been seen swinging by unseen forces, and chilling cold spots are frequent. Some visitors have felt invisible hands pushing them or wrapping around their throats, a grim reminder of the dungeon's brutal past where the dead often rotted among the living. Upstairs, the spirits are less malevolent. Visitors have mistaken ghostly figures in Revolutionary-era clothing for staff members, only to see them vanish right in front of them. While startling, these apparitions are benign compared to the dark entities below. Today, the old exchange and Provost Dungeon beckons daring souls with its daily tours, plunging visitors into the depths of colonial and revolutionary Charleston. For a safer experience, stick to the upper floors, away from the dungeon's sinister spirits, unless you have the courage to explore the darker corners of history. Number 1. Herdklotz Park, Greenville Tuberculosis Hospital. The eerie remnants of the Greenville Tuberculosis Hospital, now known as Herdklotz Park. Established in the 1930s, this hospital was once a beacon of hope for those suffering from tuberculosis, a highly contagious and deadly disease at the time. But as with many medical institutions of its time, it also became a place of sorrow and death. Patients spent their days in isolation, battling the deadly disease. Many succumbed to their illness within these walls, and their spirits are said to linger. After the hospital's closure in 1959, the building fell into disrepair. In its early years, when effective treatments were scarce, the hospital often served as a place where patients came to die. The air was thick with the hopelessness of those who knew their days were numbered. Over time, it also became a psychiatric hospital and even a release site for prisoners, adding layers of darkness to its already grim history. As medical advancements progressed, the need for such a specialized facility diminished, leading to its closure in 1970. The building then stood abandoned, its empty halls whispering tales of its tragic past. In 1990, the haunting corridors were used as a set for the movie Sleeping with the Enemy. 8 years later, a mysterious fire broke out, causing significant damage. At that time, the derelict building was a refuge for vagrants, adding to its eerie reputation. In 2001, the hospital met its final demise as most of the building was burned and demolished. The basement door was sealed and a playground was built over the site. Yet, the past refuses to be buried. The basement door remains, a silent sentinel of the horrors once contained within, accompanied by a plaque recounting its dark history. Herdklotz Park officially opened to the public in 2007, offering the community a beautiful recreational facility with stunning views of the Greenville skyline and neighboring Paris Mountain. By day, the park is a lively place filled with the laughter of children and families. Picnics are a common sight, with tables scattered throughout and a charming gazebo serving as a gathering spot for larger groups. But as the sun begins to set and shadows grow longer, the park's atmosphere shifts. Visitors have reported feeling an unsettling presence, as if unseen eyes are watching. Strange sounds echo through the playground, banging, screaming, and the eerie toll of invisible bells. At night, shadowy figures are seen lurking, and some nearby residents claim to witness these ghostly beings in their own homes. Despite its transformation into Herdklotz Park, the site retains a reputation for paranormal activity. Paranormal investigators have flocked to the park, capturing electronic voice phenomena and other ghostly evidence. The spirits of those who suffered and died within the hospital's walls seem to linger, unable to find peace. Herdklotz Park serves as a community recreation area today, but the haunted legacy of the Greenville Tuberculosis Hospital remains a compelling chapter in its history. It continues to draw both paranormal enthusiasts and curious visitors alike, all eager to experience the lingering echoes of its tragic past. As we conclude our journey through the unsettling realms of the Palmetto State, remember that the line between fact and folklore is often blurred in these haunted lands. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories of these eerie places linger, waiting to be discovered by those who dare to venture into the unknown. Thank you for joining us on this haunting tour of South Carolina's most terrifying locations. Have you experienced any paranormal activity at these sites? Or do you know of other haunted spots we should investigate? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed delving into these ghostly tales and eerie histories, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more spine-chilling explorations. Until next time, stay curious and stay creepy. Bye for now.